वेलकम एंड वेलकम बैक टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आप सबके कैट की तैयारी बहुत ही अच्छी चल रही होगी। आप सब प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व कर रहे होंगे। अगर आप किसी भी क्वेश्चन पे स्टक होते हैं तो वी आर हियर विद आवर सीरीज ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस। सो हियर टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व स्लॉट 3 of year 2024 LRDI. Let's see what our first question says. The figure below shows a network with three parallel roads represented by horizontal lines RA, RB and RC. These are the horizontal lines, and V1, V2 and V3. These are the vertical lines. Okay. Each ATM has a distinct integer cash requirement in rupees lakh, and the numbers at the end of each line in the figure indicates the ATM's place indicate the total cash requirements of all ATMs placed on the corresponding road. Okay. So अगर यहाँ पर टोटल सम 15 है, इसका मतलब इस रोड पर जो भी एटीएम्स आएंगे उनका टोटल सम 15 होना चाहिए। अगर यहाँ पर टोटल सम 22 है, इसका मतलब इस रोड पर जो भी एटीएम्स आएंगे उनका सम 22 होना चाहिए। आई होप दैट्स क्लियर। The following additional information is known. The ATMs with the minimum and maximum cash requirements of rupees 7 lakh and rupees 15 lakhs are placed on the same road. The road distance between the ATM with the second highest cash requirement and the ATM located at the intersection of RC and V3, that is over here, is 12 kilometer. Okay. So if this is 7 and this is 5, can I say that my second highest cash requirement ATM will be placed over here? Because we have said that the total distance between the ATM located at the intersection of RC and V3 and that of the ATM with the second highest cash requirement is 12 kilometer. So ultimately my second highest ATM will be placed over here. I hope that's clear to you. Now we are told that there will be 6 ATMs that will be placed here. 6 ATMs are placed at 6 of the 9 road intersections. Okay. Now if there are 6 ATMs, okay, and the highest number can be 70, the lowest can be 17 and the highest is 50. So here these will be filled with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or 14. I hope that's clear to you. Okay. Now if we want a sum of 15 over this road, can I say that I can get sum of 15 only in two possibilities? Either 15, the ATM with 15 lakh cash requirement is placed over here, or two ATMs, one with 7 and one with 8 lakh cash requirement are placed over here. Okay. Now there will be two cases. Okay. So let's see. If my ATM of cash requirement 15 lakh is placed over here, so I can say that it can't be placed over here क्योंकि अपने को जो सम है वो अल्टीमेटली यहाँ पर 20 चाहिए। अगर हमने 15 को यहाँ पर रख दिया then we have to take 5 over here, which is not possible क्योंकि minimum 7 होना चाहिए। Okay, तो 15 यहाँ भी नहीं हो सकता, 15 यहाँ भी नहीं हो सकता, so 15 has to be placed over here. यहाँ पर it would be 0 and 0. I hope that's clear to you. Now I want a sum of 22 over this line. Okay, यहाँ पर अगर 22 का सम चाहिए मुझे, so I need 7 either over here or over here. Okay, to make it 22, क्योंकि 15 plus 7 will give me 22. Now if my 7 is placed over here, to make a sum of 21, I need 14 over this line. Okay, now if I place 14 over here, I will get a sum of 21 over here. लेकिन यहाँ पर हमको चाहिए 20 का सम. For that I have to add 6 over here. but that's not possible because the minimum cash requirement can be 7 lakh. तो ये केस पॉसिबल नहीं हो सकता. Similarly 14 can't be over here also. So ultimately 7 will not be here. 7 will be placed over here. I hope that's clear to you. Now if 7 is over here, I have to take something over here that will give me 21 ultimately. Okay, now if I see the combinations for 21, I will get 13 plus 8 is equals to 21. 14 plus 7 is equals to 21. That is ruled out. Now I will get 12 plus 9 is equals to 21 and 11 plus 10 is equals to 21. Okay, now if I say that my 13 is placed here over this point, okay, so if 13 is placed here, my 8 should come over here, okay. If 13 is placed here and 8 is coming over here, then to make this 20, I have to add 7 in 13. But my 7 is already placed over here. So this case is also gone. Now, let's see for 12 and 9. If my 12 is placed over here and 9 is placed over here, it gives me 21 over this line. Now, to make this 20, I want 12 plus 8 to be placed over here, and to make this 20, I want 9 and 11 to be placed over here. Now, if I see, I want a total of 26 over this vertical V3. So, if I add 7 plus 8 plus 11, I will get a total of 26. And if I add 12 plus 8, I get a total of 20. If I add 9 plus 11, I get a total of 20. Also, the distance between my second highest and the number placed over here should be 12. So if my 12 is placed over here, my 15 is placed over here, 7 is placed over here, 8 is placed over here, and 9 is placed over here, 12 ultimately becomes the second highest, and the distance is also 12 kilometer. So all my conditions are fulfilled. Now let's see the case where 15 comes when 7 plus 8 are added up. Okay, now I want 7 and 8 to be present over here. For 7 and 8 to be present over here, if I take my 7 to be present over here, then I want 15 to be present somewhere over here to make it a total of 22. Okay, and if my 8 is present over here, I want something over here that adds up to 20. So 12 is the only number which gets added up to 8 and gives us 20. Okay. If my 12 is placed over here, 9 needs to be placed over here. This we saw in the previous case also. If 9 is placed over here, 11 is to be placed over here. Okay, if 11 is placed over here and I want a sum of 26, can I say that my 15 will be placed over here? Okay, it's sorted. Now let's move to our first question. Which of the following statements is correct? The ATM placed at RCV2 intersection has a cash requirement of rupees 9 lakh. Okay, RCV2. RCV2. Yes, it has a cash requirement of 9 lakh. Here also RCV2, a cash requirement of 9 lakh. So statement 1 is correct. I hope that's clear to you. Now let's move to the next question. How many ATMs have cash requirements of rupees 10 lakh or more? So 12 15, and 11 were the three ATMs that had a cash requirement of rupees 10 lakh or more. So the answer is 3. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following statements are definitely true? Statement A. Each of RA, RB and RC has two ATMs. Okay, so let's check. RA has two ATMs, RB has two ATMs, RC has two ATMs. Okay, it's right. RA has two ATMs, RB has two ATMs, and RC has two ATMs. So my statement A is correct. Okay. For statement B, each of V1, V2 and V3 has two ATMs. Now let's check for V1, V2 and V3. For V1 here we have one ATM. So the statement goes wrong here only. So my answer will be option 3. Only statement A is definitely true. Now let's move to the next question. What best can be said about the road distance between the ATMs having the second highest and the second lowest cash requirement? Okay. So in case 1, we can say that second highest is 12 and the second lowest is 8. So the distance is 7 kilometer, and here the second highest 12 and the second lowest 8 has a distance of 4 kilometer. So it can be either 4 kilometer or 7 kilometer. Option 4 is the correct answer. What is the number of ATMs whose location and cash requirements can be both uniquely determined? Okay, so there were 3 ATMs, 12, 9 and 11, which in both the cases had the same position. So there are 3 number of ATMs whose location and cash requirements can be uniquely determined. I hope that's clear to you. Okay, so here we are finished with the set. I hope you liked my explanation. Do like, share and subscribe. Keep studying and keep learning and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.